Gavin Newsom, I think he's losing his mind. I think he's losing his mind because he also knows he's losing his party. He knows he's losing his opportunity to be top of the ticket next time around because you see there's this quasi-Spanish girl. I say quasi because she does not speak español. Yo hablo español. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. No, nada. Okay, so this woman, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, is basically throwing a giant coup. All right, she's trying to take over the entire party, and Gavin Newsom is coming apart at the seams because she just said this. And by the way, she's getting way more attention than he is. I mean, she's prettier, right, than he is. And he's what some might call a bit of a pretty boy. Here we go.
I think it's important that we understand that this is not just about Senator Schumer, but that this is about the Democratic Party. Senator Schumer, there's no one vote that ended this shutdown. We are talking about a coordinated effort of 8 senators with the knowledge of Leader Schumer voting to break with the entire Democratic Party in exchange for nothing. And now people's health care costs.
Okay. So you see, she's run this one all the way to the bank. She's riding this way all the way to, I don't know. Is she going to take Chuck Schumer's seat or is she actually going to try and top the ticket? She might. I mean, there was a study that came out about 4 months ago showing that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was actually the leader of the Democrat Party. So Gavin, oh my goodness, poor baby Gavin, what are you going to do? Or you're going to go crazy on social media and you're going to put things out like this. Oh, there's worse stuff you put out, but there are words that we won't use on the Trish Regan show because we're not going to stoop to their disgusting, pathetic level. But let's just suffice it to say, Gavin's got his issues. He's got, I don't know, some kind of schizophrenic Twitter account where he's just hiring crazy people. I don't know what's going on, but he's trying so hard to beat the president at his own game and it's not working. So he's got island boys out there. Oh yeah, it turns out that wasn't actually true. And what do you know? The Democrats actually had to pull that tweet that they put out because they were trying to say documents show that Donald Trump spent Thanksgiving with Jeffrey Epstein in 2017, even though Jeffrey Epstein was in prison and Donald Trump was in the White House. I mean, it's unbelievable. They just lie and they lie and they lie and they lie. And then there's Gavin saying, okay, well, I'm gonna work these lies. I am not even gonna play for you what Jasmine Crockett said on CNN because it's disgusting and their verbiage is disgusting, okay? They are going down in the gutter as far as they can. But should we be surprised? The short answer is no, because look at what they did with Russia. And you tell me, are you not seeing some kind of correlation between the Russia narrative and what we're now experiencing at this moment as they try and go through these Epstein emails, the Epstein emails to nowhere? I mean, come on, guys. I guess it's fine. You're gonna eat your own in the process, aren't you? That's ultimately what's gonna happen. But Gavin is freaking out because Gavin knows he's got competition. I mean, Jasmine is so much more catchy, right? With her bleach, butch, blonde, God knows what, gobbledygook. And then you have AOC, who's just so much more attractive than him. And then you have the left wing of the party that's gone totally commie. And what is he going to do? Especially when he's getting sued by the likes of Pam Bondi, who's like, hey, you want a gerrymander? You try that. Guess what? We're coming after you because it's illegal. Yeah, you can't actually develop districts based on race, which is what they're trying to do. I mean, this has been very important to him for a while. If you go back to 2020, there's a press release where he said our painful history of slavery has evolved into structural racism and bias built into and permeating throughout our democratic and economic institutions. Ooh, trying to sound smart. We won't turn away from this moment to make right the discrimination and disadvantages that Black Californians and people of color still face. Oh, okay. So at one point out there in sunny California, Gavin, pretty boy Gavin with the slick back hair, was actually trying to get through reparations. So that was a platform for a while. And then of course they had free healthcare for all. That, I'm like, what are you guys going to do? They're actually right now, believe it or not, there's a group that's trying to float a bill that would make it so that if you've ever lived in California, you can never, ever move out without getting hit with this massive tax. It's like, sorry, guys, it's just actually not going to work. It's not constitutional. I mean, it's bad enough the U.S. has that. Hey, did you know that if you want to move and change your citizenship, the United States government, Uncle Sam, gets to take 50% of your entire net worth? Because they didn't want people moving out. Like California thinks it's going to do the same. Good luck on that, California. We do live in a federalist United States of America still. So he's crazy on this stuff. He's absolutely crazy. And he is trying to do some funny stuff on the illegal front in terms of the gerrymandering. But you know what? Pam Bondi, she's onto him. And Pam Bondi's like, yeah, no way. You're not actually going to do this. Let me go to her explaining it and telling you exactly what they're anticipating for legal action against Gavin Newsom in the state of California.
It wasn't even illicit. They are flat out publicizing what they're trying to do and why they're trying to do it. They're trying to create seats based on race, and they can't do it. And we're going to hold them accountable just like any other state. I mean, they've very publicly said, Sean, what they're trying to do, and it's illegal gerrymandering. They cannot do it. So, yeah, we sued them today. We're going to continue suing California until they start complying with the laws of our country, whether it's what else? Sanctuary cities, the Second Amendment. Mm-hmm. We're winning in the Supreme Court.
National Guard.
Our ICE, that's exactly right, that the National Guard and ICE can be in California to actually protect the citizens of California. Let's see what else. Illegal emissions from trucks. And look what Sean Duffy did today. Mm-hmm. Look what he found with all the truckers who were given illegal licenses, truck driving licenses in California. It's constant with that state.
We saw what happened in Florida.
Amazing, right? So it's like one thing after another. But Gavin's coming apart because he knows the AOC is coming for the bigger position, ladies and gentlemen. I will say this, it's really important. It's really important that the Democrats do not actually take the House, because I can just see this. I can see this right now in real time, what would happen and what would you see? They would just go after Trump yet again, over and over and over again, because this is their MO. I mean, if they take control of the Congress next year, my gosh, I mean, they're not just going to block the president's agenda. They're going to work every day to undo all the good things he's done. You know, like I would not be surprised if they pack the courts, because how many times have they told us how much they don't like the Supreme Court? They want to raise taxes. For goodness sakes, Kathy Hochul already came out today. She came out in the state of New York and she said she was considering that, because Mamdani, remember, wants to raise corporate taxes. He's talking about raising it to 11.5% from roughly 7.5% or 7% now. Every corporation is going to leave, okay? Like, this is how it works. Just ask Venezuela. They want to gut border security. They want to push through every far left policy imaginable. Hakeem Jeffries, Schumer, if they're still there, for goodness sakes, they're not going to rest until they have reversed all that Donald Trump has accomplished. So